Hi guys, and welcome to 2022. This year, your outstanding self is going to ignite tremendously. As always, I'm your host, Yosi, and today I'm going to be talking about New Year resolution that makes sense. Yes, it's about a New Year resolution that actually makes sense. A lot of people have written their New Year resolutions, and to be honest, if you look at it closely in your mind, inside of your mind, you know that it's just BS. You know that you're just writing things as in wishful thinking. You know that it's just not hitting it right for you. You just know that you're just writing it for the sake of writing it down. But now I'm going to be talking about how to actually, do a proper New Year resolution that makes a whole lot of sense. Now, in setting your New Year resolution, you cannot just be writing, I want to do this, I want to achieve that, I want to do X, I want to do Y, I want to do Z. If wishes were horses, beggars will ride. So it's not just about, just saying things that you want. It's not about speaking faith. Yes, I know as a believer, I'm a believer myself. Yes, there's a place for faith in the place of prayer, in the place of, going out to achieve things. It's not about just that alone. It's about setting, the necessary things that you need to put in place to achieve the goals. So you have your goals, you have what you want to achieve during the year, and then you map out like a plan, like a roadmap on how to achieve those things. And of course, the first thing that it comes down to is, answering some questions, and I call them the 5 W's and H questions. What do you want to achieve? What are the goals that you want to achieve this year? Write them down. Any goal or any dream that you want to achieve that you have not written down, trust me, you're not serious yet. Because if you really want to achieve stuff and you want to be able to account for it, you want to see the growth, you want to see what you were able to gain this year, then you have to account from where you started to where you were projecting and see if you're able to hit it. If you don't project, you would actually forget. 365 days in a year, you probably will forget. So write it down. Write the goals that you want to achieve. I want to get XYZ. I want to make in XYZ income. I want to be able to do XYZ. This is where I see myself. Write those things down. Write it down, make it very clear. So we said the what, why. There has to be a good why that drives you. Otherwise, by the time you're running through, fulfilling these things, you'll just get tired and you'll be asking yourself, what's even the point? Why am I even going with this? And so, you begin to second guess yourself. And that's why a lot of people, throw in the towel midway this journey. They realize that they start off something that they wanted to do, and along the way, they just throw it because they don't have a strong why as to why they're doing that thing. So let's even start from something, casual. Like let's say you want to slim down and your goal is to get to a particular kg, and you're asking yourself, why am I trying to slim down? Because I want to be a whole lot healthier. I want to be able to run up the stairs and not have to be panting like as if I ran a marathon. I want to be agile. I want to be strong. I don't want to be falling sick. That is why I am eating healthy. That is why I am doing XYZ. I want to be there for my children. I don't want to be ill. So you are setting a strong why, and that would help you even when you're eating those leaves and you're like, I think this hot dog is smelling from across the street. You're going to tell yourself, you know what, I have a goal in mind and this is the reason why I'm doing this, so I'm going to continue in this. It's the little things, or even why you do a certain business. For example, the reason why I started Kriada was because I saw a very dire need in Nigeria here, where people were finding it very, very difficult to get good domestic workers. I mean, that's why a lot of women had to abandon their careers just to stay home to take care of their children, because they could not, leave their children to strangers. They could not leave their children to people that were not trained, that don't, know anything about taking care of children. They do not have relatives that can help them, so they just had to leave their careers. A lot of women have left their careers because of the home, and I don't believe that should be the case. Now, I'm not looking down on being a full-time housewife. You can be a full-time housewife having your side hustles here and there and doing really great. So it's not about that, but it's about people that are stopping what they want to do because they cannot leave their family. And because of that, I decided to start off Kriada to provide good domestic workers, so that at least the women will know that they have good workers that are available to help them in the care of their home and their kids when they're going out to secure the bag, so they're able to thrive. And of course, when one woman is employed, two women are empowered. So the worker is empowered, and the woman, the mother that is going to, achieve her goals in her career is also empowered. So you can see that that's a strong why. So whenever I get some challenging situation, because dealing in this domestic worker industry can be tough. But when I face those kind of challenges, I remember this why, and it helps me to keep on track. It helps me to just concentrate and to continue despite the odds. Now, the next one is your when. This is important for setting a benchmark for when you want a particular goal to be achieved. Now, you don't have to wait till it's December before you hit some of the targets. Some things you need to start seeing even from, let's say, the second month or the third month or the first quarter of the year. So perhaps you want to hit 6 to 7 figures monthly in your business. You can look at what your business is already doing and see the things that you need to add on so that you can be able to get that amount. You need to calculate everything to see how many clients will I need to be able to hit 6 to 7 figures in my business monthly. And then you now project and say, you know what, I think I can hit this by the half of the year, by the 6th month. So you are projecting that in the 6th month of the year, I should be able to bag 6 to 7 figures monthly in my income generation from my business. So when you are able to set that, you're working towards that goal. You have looked at the things that you need to add on, the other streams of income that you need to put in to augment everything for you to be able to hit that. So you are running with that. You're not just waiting till the end of the year and saying, okay, 6 to 7 figures, where is it? And you don't have any direction to move towards it. You already know what you want to do. You already know why you want to do it. You know when you want to do it. The next question you need to ask yourself is who do I need to work with in achieving this goal? So let's say, as we talked about, you want to slim down, you want to lose some weight. You can ask yourself, do I need a coach? Then probably you get one. Or do I need to go to a gym? Do I need some sort of assistance? If you're doing it for the business goal, you ask yourself, what kind of employees should I hire? What kind of freelancer should I get? What kind of network should I build? You ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself who you need to work with this year to achieve the great goals that you've set for yourself, even in terms of your goals for your friendships. What kind of friends do I want to have? What kind of network do I want around myself? So you ask yourself this who, and it will influence the kind of places that you go. And this brings me to even your where do you want to be situated that will be best for you to achieve this goal? Let's say you want to do something that is predominantly in a particular area. Let's say, like myself, you have a real estate company and you want to hit it big this year, and then you know that a lot of these real estate, good thriving real estates, are in the island, are in a particular area in your country, in your state. Then you ask yourself, maybe it's best for me to put my business, my office in that area so that clients can easily, come see me. It's where they can easily navigate themselves and, come meet me. So it's going to be easy for you to show people houses. Imagine if you are on the mainland, your business is on the mainland, and you're going to be showing a lot of houses on the island, and then you have to always come all the way from the mainland to show different clients different properties. It's going to be a lot. So you ask yourself, where is my business going to thrive the most? Where? And also in terms of even online, what kind of platform should I be predominantly on that would help my brand to grow the best? Should I be mostly on YouTube or Instagram? Should I do more of reels? Should I be on TikTok more? You need to ask yourself where to be and how to put a lot of energy into that. And that brings me to the how. How would you execute it? What are the strategies you're going to be putting in place to execute these your amazing goals? Now, knowing the how you want to execute everything and achieve these goals is very important. It ties everything together because you're now moving with a clear direction, with clear strategies on how to execute so many things to achieve your goals. This how ties everything together, and you're running with these things. And this brings me to even the next point, which is your SMART goals. Your goals need to be smart. You need to be specific. You cannot just say, I want to lose weight this year. By how much? And that brings me to the next one, which is measurable. It needs to be specific, it needs to be measurable, it needs to be achievable. Don't set ridiculous goals this year. So you are just new into this business, you barely have anything, and then you're setting up a very high financial target that in the deep down of your deep down that is not possible except for maybe miracle. And you're not setting goals based on miracles. I always say this, you don't make projections based off of miracles. You can have your miracle goal set in a place and say, I actually desired this, and you have your miracle goal. And then you set your realistic goal. Yes, you're praying for a miracle to happen. I'm talking to my believers, people. I know how we work as Christians. We have our miracle goal. I want to make $1 billion this year. Yes, I understand. You want to make that $1 billion this year, but you just started your business in January and you don't have any capital, but you want to make that $1 billion, this year. Yes, you can have your miracle goal. Write it down and be praying to God about it. Let God do the miracle. Then carry your reality goal, your logical goal, the goal that looks like a proper financial plan for your business and also in other aspects of your life. Look at the logical goal that you have for that and then run with that while you're also praying about this other miracle goal. And God would break through the logic. God will break through everything to help you achieve the miracle goal. So I'm not saying you should limit your desires, but you need to also be able to sift between the two, because sometimes we just set miraculous goals that we know deep down is not logical. When you're doing business, especially for business, make sure that you have the one that you can tender to investors and they'll say, okay, you are making sense. Not the one that you're tendering to them and they're saying, are you dreaming? Are you joking? Yes, God can do the breathtaking miracle that people be like, how did it happen? Yes, we all desire that, but we need to have clear goals that are logical while we pray for the supernatural to take place. Super what? Natural. Supernatural. That one is beyond the normal. So even though you have your normal goal, the supernatural can break in through and make it amazing. I always bring my faith into this because yes, we're tying God into every single aspect of our lives. Now we move to it being relevant. Your goals need to be relevant. The goal about the kind of friendships that you want to have 2-3 good friends that are going to be close to you, that are going to work with you, that are going to be really there for you, true friends indeed and in truth. Then you're having a relevant goal. Why is it relevant? Because you know that you cannot take this journey of life alone. You need to have a good network around you. You can see that it is relevant to you. You can see that having the good circle would really improve and increase you tremendously. If you have the right connections, it can do a lot for you. So you know that it is relevant, and of course it is time bound. We talked about being able to measure. It needs to be time bound, and so you must have it really spelled out and time bound so that you can measure and track your progress. And that's why it's important for you to have monthly goals, quarterly goals, and even half the year you need to be able to do a review to see how far you have gone, how well you have been able to achieve these goals. Don't just wait till December to keep record and say, okay, oh, did I do anything? No, I did not. Yes, I did. No. Track it every month. How am I growing? In fact, have your mini goals for every single month. When you're doing a business plan, you would have projections for every month that will lead to the end of the year for your general, annual projection. So you have where you want to be in January, February, March, up till December, and then you have your annual goal. So in line with achieving that annual goal, you need to have the mini goals for every month. So by the time you say, okay, you want to lose let's say 20 kg by the middle of the year, and then you realize that in February you did not even lose up to 2 kg, then I'm not on track. I need to double up. I need to increase XYZ. You can reflect and see what worked and what did not work, so that you can make the necessary adjustments as you go. You cannot have everything all figured out in January. No, you cannot see everything. So you would have some strategies and some might not turn out as you expected, and that's where you tweak, and then you keep on tweaking and making adjustments as you go, as you're learning, as you're discovering things better. You're just learning and you're tweaking, and it's influencing how you carry out your activities till you achieve those goals till at the end of the year. Now, when it comes to the kind of resolution that you're making in this new year, it cannot just be random. You need to have a clear, holistic growth in your entire self. Your outstanding self needs to ignite in all areas of your life, and that includes yourself, your family, your career or business, and your community. These four key areas need a lot of growth. So when it comes to yourself, you need to look at the things that you need to improve upon, things that you need to learn, things that you need to improve upon, qualifications that you need to have, character that you need to work on. You have to look at all of those things. So let's say you're not the most patient person. You can ask yourself, you know what, I need to be more patient, and this is what I'm going to be doing in line with that. I'm going to track how many people that I burst out angry at. If you have anger issues, I'm going to track how many people I got angry at, and I'm trying to limit it to barely nothing, so that I don't lash out at anyone. So you're tracking all those things. So it's about improving yourself. So I said about your character, even about your health. I need to improve my health. What kind of medications do I need to take? I need to see the doctor. I need to do a full checkup. All of those things. You need to set those goals and be intentional about this area of your life. Yourself needs to constantly be improving. Otherwise, people will leave you behind. The world is constantly evolving. The world is continually growing, and so you need to keep on improving and improving and improving. I always say this, that stagnancy is dying. There's nothing like stagnancy, because every other thing is moving forward. So if you're not moving forward, you're actually going further backwards, and you think that you're being stagnant. No, you're not being stagnant. You're actually going further backwards. So there's no room for stagnancy, because stagnancy is backwardness. So you have to constantly be moving forward, forward, and forward. So improve yourself. And then the next one, of course, is your family. You have to set clear goals regarding your family, how you want to spend more time with your family, how you want to build better relationships with your children, with your spouse, with your relations, with your extended family, how you want to, build that family bond, how you want to improve your family, maybe the place that you're living, the kind of schools your children go to, so many things. Like, you need to just look into your life. And I'm intentionally not being specific about things, because I want it to be about you and what you want to do. Don't hear a particular thing and say, okay, that's what I want to do. No. Run with what you yourself can identify in your family that needs to improve, and then you work on that. And then you look at your career, your business. How do I want my business to be by the end of the year? What kind of finances do I want to have by the end of the year? How do I want the clients to be? How many clients do I want to have? How many retainer clients do I want to have particularly? Where do I want my business to be at the end of the year? And then you look at your community. How do I want to impact my community better this year? What kind of things do I want to do? These are goals that you set, and then you have your how. Remember the how that we talked about, how you want to achieve these goals. So you have clear strategies and directions and options. Have option A, B, and even C. Yes, you're running with your best idea going forward, and then if you realize that something is not working, you can look at an alternative. Okay, maybe I need to rework on this, maybe I need to re-strategize this, maybe I need to do X, Y, and Z, and then you work that in, so that you're not now scratching your head and wondering, how do I move forward, how do I achieve this? You're constantly checking. And lastly, have a calendar. Now, this is not about just filling things in and having activities on that calendar. Yes, you might not be able to see some things down the year, but you can have your calendar for the month or for even the quarter, and then you can see what your business wants to achieve in this quarter, and then you see the different things that you need to put in place. So maybe you need to have XYZ number of digital products that you need to sell to be able to hit your target. So you say that I need to create XYZ digital products this quarter so that I can sell it in the next quarter. You see how it's clear? So you know that this calendar, this quarter in this calendar is about making digital products. And then the next quarter of the year, it's about pushing these digital products a lot. So it's about marketing. Do you see it? So have a calendar and make sure that it is realistic, and above all, ensure that you don't just write it down and leave it in the paper, but ensure that you are actually executing everything that you've put in place. All of the strategies that you said you wanted to do to achieve that goal, work on it, give your best foot forward, and you would reap the reward of it. If you put in the work, you would reap the reward for it. Now, some things might take, within a lot of depth. When you're laying foundations, you don't even see anything, but when you start to erect the building, then it just goes really fast. So that period of building the foundation might not be seen, and it might be quite, you know, intense for you at that point, because you're like, where's the results? But don't worry, you know the plan, and that's why you plan properly. So you know this is the season, so you know that this is the quarter for the foundation, so you're not surprised because you're not seeing the results. You know that this quarter is about building my foundation. This quarter is about building the digital products that I talked about, the digital products, and then you know that next quarter is about marketing and start seeing the money flowing in. So it's clear to you. So even when you look at the first quarter and you're not seeing so much financial boost, you're not saying, oh, my projection. Know that you thought everything through, and then you know that you are in the right track. So you're not taken aback by things and I'm wondering what's going on. You have it clearly, mapped out. So you're running with something that is clear. And of course, your New Year resolutions can also be with fun things. I want to go skydiving. I want to I can't go skydiving. Lie. I can't trust a rope with my life. No, I cannot. By the way, I want to learn to swim. I did that last year. I learned how to swim finally, and I'm going to revamp on that. I'm going to hone that skill this year. That's one of the things I'm working on this year, to perfect my swimming skills this year, definitely. And yes, your resolution can be about fun things. It doesn't always have to be about the serious business, important, great things. It's about also having nice experiences. I want to travel here. I want to have a vacation here. I want to do this. I want to do that. It's okay to have all of those goals and aspirations and work towards it. And of course, it's about you enjoying your life and making sure that your outstanding self ignites. So in summary, having a New Year resolution that actually makes sense is wrapped up around this point, and that is the SMART goals, letting it be very specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And of course, don't forget to have a lot of fun this year. Make sure that you take some time out and plan those time out in your calendar for fun, to really just relax. Your outstanding self that ignites can get irritable if you're just working without having some time to play. So set some time out to really enjoy your life. You are working because you want to enjoy life, right? So enjoy your life as you go about doing your business, as you go about achieving those goals. Make sure that you're able to come out and just have some fun along the way, so that you can refresh, so that you can rejuvenate yourself, and then go ahead and achieve greater things. All right, so that'll be all for today. I hope this has been quite insightful for you, because our goal here at Yosi Kingdom is to ensure your outstanding self ignites. So with this video, I hope you have been able to learn a lot about making proper New Year resolutions, so that you can indeed go into the year and make your outstanding self ignite. Yosi. Yes, so I'd like to see you in the next video. Until then, we can hang out on our social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Love you all and have a fantastic year. Bye, guys.